Adventure and Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Another head hangs lowly, child is slowly taken, and the violence caused such silence. Who are we?
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm very excited because we have a very cool year at the South Florida Fair with some awesome bands, and then even like we have tribute bands and have a tribute competition. And I always love the tribute competition because there's some really, really good musicians, and we have one here on the show right now. So let's welcome Jamie to the show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. And so basically you do a tribute called Ode to Cranberries, the tribute. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So at what point in time did you decide you wanted to do a tribute to the Cranberries and even try to attempt to do a tribute to the amazing Dolores, because to match her voice, you must be good.
Well, actually, it kind of happened by accident. I play in another music project called Indigo Dreamers, and we were opening up for a U2 tribute band last year, and it was for like a St. Patrick's Day festival. And probably like 2 or 3 weeks before, I wanted to go on the website to see if I could find a flyer or something to post on our social media that we were playing there. And I saw that we got listed as a Cranberries tribute band.
Huh. And
I called the booking agent. I was like, we're not a Cranberries tribute band. We only know like 2 Cranberry songs, which are popular songs. Like when we play, we definitely get requested a lot for the Cranberries. But I was like, we only know 2 Cranberries songs. We're not a Cranberries tribute. And he was like, okay, no problem. We'll take that off the flyer. But have you ever thought about doing a Cranberries tribute band? And I was like, no, but actually that's a great idea, because like I said, I often get compared to her. And I love the Cranberries, so it kind of was just a perfect fit. And we play a lot as a duo, my husband and I. He's the bass player in Ode to Cranberries. And then sometimes we play as a full band, and then so we asked the other 2 guys that are in our band if they would want to do a Cranberries tribute band, and they were like, absolutely. This is such a great idea.
Nice. And so now you're going to be at the South Florida Fair competing.
Yes, it's crazy.
So how long have you been doing this project as the tribute band?
Not very long. So this will actually be our first performance as Ode to Cranberries at the South Florida Fair. We've played a lot together, our band, in different projects, and so it's not our first gig together, but this will be our first time like debuting the Cranberries material. So we're super excited.
So on February 1st, when you win the whole competition, that'll be a pretty wild story.
That will be a pretty wild story.
You know, your first ever performance and you win the whole competition. And
yeah.
Like, how'd that all happen? Because I know for years, like, this tribute competition has always been great, but you know, you have to be the cream of the crop.
Yeah. So, we've actually performed at the South Florida Fair a couple of years now, as you know, the 4 of us, the same people that are in Ode to Cranberries, under our other project. So I mean, we've played together. It's not, like I said, it's not our first gig, but it kind of just happened that I think one of the bands in the competition had to pull out last minute, and I text the booking agent the day before, and I said, hey, we'd love to play at the South Florida Fair as our other project. And by the way, we also have our Cranberries tribute band now available, if you have any need for something like that. And he was like, actually, I do, because the band that was supposed to play had to pull out, and we have an open spot and we need to fill it. And I was like, well, this is perfect. So
that's the universe working in your direction.
I'm telling you. And it's funny because it happened. The band members, we were all together at our house, and we were just putting some things together and practicing. And then we got this text message like, hey, the band just dropped out. Would you guys want to fill it? And I was like, guys, we have to do this. The universe is aligning for us.
Nice. And so you've played the South Florida Fair before in your other projects. So tell us a little bit about your experience playing at the fair, because, you look throughout fairs throughout the whole country, and some are good, some are okay. But South Florida Fair is amazing when it comes to music and music artists. And it's so cool because it's like a great stage and everybody likes to come for the music.
Yeah. I'm probably a little bit biased because I haven't really been to too many other fairs, but yeah, the South Florida Fair, the music lineup is awesome. We've played a couple years now, and we always stay for the band after us, and they've all been amazing. I think we saw another tribute band. I think it was a Van Halen tribute band that was just like so full of energy, and just it was an amazing show. Like you said, the stage is great. And yeah, the audience, the people are there and hungry for the music. So
absolutely,
we're super excited to play. Yeah.
So, what's your favorite song of the Cranberries to perform?
Oh gosh. Well, the one song that I probably get requested the most often is Zombie, and I love to sing that one for sure. And probably I also really like Animal Instinct. That's kind of been my favorite the last couple practices. I'm like, oh, it's just this song just feels really, really good. But all of their songs really. It's funny because I knew the Cranberries, and of course I know, their main hits, but I didn't know some of their deeper cuts until we started this project, and just listening to them, and I just have like a whole new, found just love for their music and for them as artists. And they were really a brilliant band, and just such great songs, great melodies, really memorable. Some of the songs like I had never heard before, but I felt like I had heard them before. They just kind of strike you that way. So
it's some are like that, right? It's like, and there's also some songs you hear by a band and you're like, oh, I knew that song. I didn't know it was by them.
Exactly. There's so many songs. I was like, wait, I know. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, of course I know that one.
Right.
But yeah, they just have really strong melodies, and Dolores's voice is just incredible, and just the chemistry of the four of them. It's really cool, and we're just so excited to celebrate their music. Nice.
And I have some trivia for you about the Cranberries. Okay.
I don't know too much.
I know. Well, that's why it's always fun to do with all artists. Like all artist interviews, I love to do trivia questions because they like it too, because they find out things that maybe they never knew. But are you aware of, so I go on tour and I do radio coverage at music festivals all over the US, UK, and Europe. And so there's this one band that plays at a lot of the festivals that actually does a cover of Zombie. It's extremely popular on the radio, and they were kind of doing it with Dolores, and then Dolores passed before the song even came out. Do you know who that band is?
No, I don't. Is it a newer band?
Not newer, but more like a metal band. Actually, it's more like a hard rock metal band. No. And so I bring it up because then maybe someday you could perform it with them. You know,
that would be amazing.
So the band's name is Bad Wolves. So now look it up after this interview.
I will.
Look up their version of Zombie.
Okay, I will.
It's pretty good.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So see, Always
I
learn
learned something
something
new.
new.
And
There
a
you
new
go.
band to discover.
So, who are you? Do you think, out of all the bands you're competing against, who do you think is the one that you really would be competitive with?
Gosh, I think they're all great. I'm trying to think, what is the first band? Do you have the lineup?
I wouldn't pull it up. Hold on, I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
I can't remember their stage name. Let me look it up real quick.
I know there's okay, so there's Given to Fly, the Pearl Jam
The
Experience.
Pearl Jam, yeah, they're the first one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty amazing.
See, that's pretty cool. And have you actually seen any of these other bands live, or did you just listen to them?
No, I haven't seen them live. The U2 one, maybe, because I know we opened up for a U2 tribute band, but I don't remember the name because it was a while ago. But I did watch a lot of their videos online though, and they all were fantastic.
And so, what can we expect on the first when we're at the fair? From you? Yeah.
Gosh. Well, I mean, amazing Cranberry tunes and just like a lot of energy and excitement. Like I said, we're passionate about the songs and it's just a little nerve-wracking because it's our first performance as Ode to Cranberries, but we're just so excited and we've practiced a lot and I think we're gonna do a great show.
Well, I love it, and I'm looking forward to it totally because, especially, I didn't even know this is your first time performing together. So, like, I'm actually going to be rooting for you to win just because of that.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and I don't really think there's too many Cranberries tribute bands out there. So
I don't think so either. That's why I was super stoked when I saw it because, I mean, she did have a great voice, and that's probably why there's not too many because there's certain voices out there that even singers that I know, they're like, yeah, I don't want to touch that voice.
yeah,
You know? And
She
Dolores
definitely has
is one of
those.
them.
Yeah.
So tell everybody how they can reach out to you on socials, on the web. Does the tribute band also have its own socials and web presence or anything else you want to share with the listeners?
Yeah, if they want to follow us, Ode to Cranberries on Instagram and Facebook, and we're working on a website, but it'll be odetocranberries.com once we get that up and running. But yeah, definitely on the socials, Instagram and Facebook, Ode to Cranberries.
Nice. Well, thanks for, performing at the fair. I'll be there. I can't wait to watch. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I look forward to meeting you on Saturday, February 3rd.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.